If you are in a relationship with a man and you're going 50-50 on the bills, that is your roommate.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amalmi, aka Petty Diva, and in this video we are discussing 50-50 as a financial strategy for men. Now this video is inspired by a particular lady who said that men use 50-50 to level up financially. So in this video we're going to check out what people think about this whole 50-50, if it's a good thing or if it's a bad thing, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, let's get into this video.
I just heard a woman say that men use 50-50 women as a financial strategy.
Wow.
Like, we know that already, but to hear it like that, they're using y'all as a financial strategy to save money and to have extra money to spend on other women. Don't be a 50-50 woman.
If a man's trying to sell you on the fact that he wants to be 50-50 with you to build a good life together, don't buy that shit. It's bullshit. He needs to be able to create a salary. It doesn't need to be bougie, but of a family if he wants to have a family. If he cannot create that, then maybe he doesn't need to have a family right now, or he needs to work on himself. If he needs you as a partner to bring in 50-50, then you know he's not ready. If he needs a helping partner, maybe he should get another man to help him start it all if he can't himself create that lifestyle. Because let me tell you one thing, when it comes to you having children, there's no 50-50 that he can do in that pregnancy. There's no 50-50 he can do in that birthing of that child. There is no 50-50. Biology's created it that way, that it's 100% you. So if he can't create a safe environment for you to have a child in, and he's telling you that you need to pull your weight and build this life together and equal partners, he's not ready for a family.
Why would you rather pay bills by yourself than go 50-50 with your partner, right? Like, we work so much harder sometimes just to stand on something that doesn't make sense. Like, a lot of women are like, I would do it by myself. If I'm paying my rent, I'd rather just keep paying it by myself than have you come in and pay half. Like, logically, if
because 50-50 is not about bills.
50, you have more. There's more to save. There's more to invest. There's more to spend, like whatever it might be. But we really stand on the most foolish business just to say, I do it by myself. Either you want to do it by yourself or do nothing at all. Like, where's the in between? And a lot of women have this mentality and not realizing like where you're going wrong when it comes to your relationship. Women who, you know, feel like they shouldn't have to pay any bills. And it's just like, come on. Again, you would rather pay all the bills by yourself than have a partner pay half with you.
Get a roommate or housemate.
Make it make sense.
So this is for the men. Do you know why you always defend 50-50 on a date, and do you want the woman to pay her part and you want the woman to pay her bills? It's because your ego is defending your current position on life. It's because your ego and your mind will not allow you to see that money is literally infinite, that there's limitless amounts of money, and that money is available for you, yet you haven't fully tapped into the fullness of your masculine energy. So what happens is the wounded masculine within you will defend, and you'll defend it to the end. You'll defend it to the death. Why? Because you don't know any other way than to live that way. You don't know any other way or any other energy to be in than to say, I can't fully provide for a woman. Therefore, the only other option is for her to chip in as well. And I say this from love. The way that you discover and tap into the fullness of your masculine energy is to get past that fear. The fear of being able to provide, the fear of being able to honor and respect the woman. And when you finally are able to do that, regardless of the money, when you make the decision internally to say, from this day forward, no woman will ever pay anything when she's in my presence, guess what happens? The universe says, your wish is my command, and starts to bless you with more money. Remove the limitations that you have in your mind about how you treat women, and you will literally remove the limitations that you have on your life financially.
I think like 50-50 relationship discourse is so funny to me because they're like, oh, like back in the day, like men really used to provide. Guys, If you were a truck driver in the 70s, not only could you own a home, you could have a secret family. Nowadays, truck drivers are fucking sharecroppers. They have them on till death contracts where they can barely make money. Niggas used to deliver milk bottles and have a family of 6. The economy is changing. And don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of cities and plenty of industries where this is still properly possible, just like one income households. But back in the day, you could do that as a factory worker. You could not graduate high school and make enough income to own a home. Like in the 1960s, the CEO of your company made 20 times what you made. You know that little rhyme where it's like boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. So it's boss makes $1, you make a fraction of a penny. CEOs make 399 times what the average employee makes these days. People didn't get lazier. It's just that having a regular job used to mean you could have a family.
Any man who is splitting costs 50-50 with a woman has a woman in his mind that he would not make pay for anything. Just remember that and become her.
I don't think a woman should ever marry a man that does not have a mind to 100% provide for her. If you sit down and you have a conversation with a man as a woman and he's sitting there, he's bringing up 50-50, I want you to come up with 50, I'm going to come up with 50. He's not a masculine man in my. If I were a woman, I would dismiss any man that came up with a conversation about 50-50 because he's lacking somewhere in terms of his masculinity.
Going 50-50 financially is okay. If it works for you and your partner, that's great. But leaving it at 50-50 financially can cause a lot of issues. And if you're going to do 50-50 financially, you just might as well go ahead and do 50-50 across the whole relationship. And the reason why women don't want to go 50-50 in a relationship is because men ruined it. They don't help cook. They don't help clean. They don't throw a load of laundry in. They don't take care of the kids or help take care of the kids. So if a woman doesn't want a relationship that's 50-50, I don't blame her. You also got to remember there are some girls out there who are raised by men who took care of everything. Daddy put that money up every time.
To that lifestyle.
You can't talk 50-50 to a woman like that.
I have never recommended splitting bills 50-50 in a relationship, even when the individuals earn similar incomes. And that is when 50-50 actually stands the greatest chance of working long term. But here's why I don't go for it. Let's say that is the case. Spouse A is bringing in $85,000 a year. Spouse B brings in $80,000. They each put in their 50% contributions. What they've got left is about the same. And that's great. Or is it? Do they have similar money personalities? Or are we dealing with the more common situation, which is you have a spender married to a saver? And that means that that leftover money, which is probably sitting in an individual checking account for each of them, is going to be directed in very different ways. And this can be a recipe for resentment because the one who is focused on saving is thinking, we're only going to meet these big goals if I keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm sacrificing. Doesn't really seem fair. And then if we're in a situation where there is a significant income disparity, I am definitely not going to recommend 50-50. Spouse A, take home, is bringing in $7,000 a month. Spouse B, $4,000. But the household expenses are $6,000 a month. So spouse A puts in $3,000. So does spouse B.
Nope,
spouse A has $4,000 left, while spouse B has $1,000. The person with less to keep can't make those big strides towards money goals like the higher earner can. Why should I be putting in the same amount as you when I don't earn anywhere near as much as you do? And look, there's no one size fits all. I would be a terrible money coach if I said that. But if you've got a 50-50 approach and you're fighting about money, or you feel some type of way about how your spouse can have the more expensive hobbies or be a more frivolous spender, and you feel like things are tight over here, you should know that 50-50 is not the only way to go about it.
If you are in a relationship with a man and you're going 50-50 on the bills, that is your roommate. These men be wanting women to be submissive to them, but they don't want to take the role of being a man and being a provider. And since you're going 50-50 on the bills, next caller.
Listen, if you're a woman and you struggle with the whole 50-50 thing, listen to this video, okay? Next time you consider splitting a check with a guy, or a guy tells you, do you want to split the bill? Or he asks you what you bring to the table, or if you want to split your life 50-50. Think about it this way. If you want to have kids, can he take on the burden 50% of carrying a child? Can he do that 50-50? So you're telling me, you expect me to carry a child, right? If that's what we want. Then you also expect me to put in another additional 50% into working, while also taking on the burden of carrying the child, taking care of the child. Because we all know that women take on most of the burden regardless of how involved the dude is. So yeah, think about that next time Chad or Brad or Bill or Jack or whatever asks you to split the bill for a maybe $12 drink.
That's
like,
ridiculous.
babe,
Can women go 50-50 with a man when they're pregnant and carrying his child? Can she split the pregnancy with him? Just a quick question, because we hear this 50-50 crap all the time, but half of the things women do for men in a relationship don't get counted, because men only see the 50-50 as being totally money focused. No, women bring so much more to the table than just the money. So no, your 50% that you're meeting needs to be nearly 100% money, because you don't bring a lot of tangibles other than that. You're not bringing a lot. So you have to do the money thing, because women are bringing emotional stuff. They're bringing children into the world. They're doing all this other crap. And I'm not saying anything radical. This used to be universal knowledge. The value of a woman, the value of a wife, the value of a mother. But see, then women were like, oh, we want to be able to have equal rights to men. We want to be able to work, vote, have bank accounts. And men have retaliated by saying, okay, then provide 50%. Or that's all you're worth. Provide 50%. You want to be a man. No, they're still women. They still bring value in other ways. They just are owed equal rights to you. Men who spout this 50-50 nonsense don't seem to realize women meet their 50% just by existing. Giving you the privilege to be with a good woman, have your children, and nurture you. The least you could do is provide.
50-50 is not about the money. It's more so like the man is the provider as far as the mortgage, the big bills, and I might buy all the groceries. I am in TJ Maxx, you know what I'm saying, making this house look like a home. That's my 50% that I bring, because as a man, you can't really bring what I bring. You can't make this house a home like I can. We out of deodorant and toothpaste, mess around with you. I got everything else covered. You covered the big things, and I'll be up under that umbrella.
That one's not even 50-50. But that's okay.
When my mom buys gifts from my dad, he knows that she's doing it with his own money. Otherwise, he would never, ever accept it. Because my dad is a strong believer that it's a man's job to impress, conquer, and surprise a woman. And he should never make her feel like he's expecting anything in return, because then it's a business relationship when you're exchanging goods. It's not a romantic relationship. What my dad actually gets in return is witnessing my mom's reaction to his actions. He loves feeling like a hero in her eyes, even after they've been together for 40 years.
Yikes.
And my dad is
That's
also
impressive.
a strong believer that woman's money are her own, and she should only spend it on herself, and God forbid on children sometimes. But if a man decided to take a responsibility of being with a woman and even creating a family with her, then he should be the one who's covering all of the expenses. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't give gifts to your man, because everybody has different love languages, different expectations. But what I'm saying, though, according to my dad, that it's a slippery slope, because one day he's okay with accepting expensive gifts from you. The next day, he asks you to split 50-50, and then you go on vacation and he sends you a Venmo request. Since you, darling, have been an active financial participant in this relationship, you have set the standard yourself, so now he has those expectations from you. If I ever told my dad that I split it 50-50 check with the man, my dad would simply be bamboozled. Because if a man is inviting you, he should be expecting to spend money on you. And girls, let me be honest with you. If he's not willing to cover all of the expenses on you, if he wants you to do 50-50, does he really like you? Because trust me, a man who is obsessed with you will spend all of his money on you.
True.
Take it, baby, take it. Let me feel like a hero who spoils you. And I never want any single man even have a chance of thinking that he could treat you better, financially, emotionally, in any way. Because it's an ego thing. And everybody's gonna be like, oh, I'm masculine, blah, blah. I'm not saying that this has to be this way in your relationship. Because different people have different love languages. Some people love expecting gifts. But I don't know. What do you think? And as always, do whatever you want with this information.
Okay, so we've seen what people have to say about 50-50. Some people are for it, some people are against it. I would love to hear what you think about it. Do you think that 50-50 is a good financial strategy? Do you think it's something that women should not participate in? Or do you think that it's something that in this economy, people need to consider? So please leave your comments in the comment section. Now, personally, I have said it severally that I am not a firm believer of 50-50. Now, some people are mentioning 50-50 as a financial strategy to save money for their dream girls. And usually when I think about the whole 50-50, I just used to think about 50-50 in a marriage. I did not fully realize that people would move in together, do the whole 50-50 even when they are dating. And I'm like, personally, I don't believe in moving together, moving in a house together with your partner, with your boyfriend or whatever, unless you're married. After like maybe when you're engaged, you can start thinking of how you get a house, and then start working towards getting the house and decorating the house. And then when you're married, either maybe you have done court marriage or registry, you can move in together. But doing the boyfriend and girlfriend, let's say you want to move in together, I've just realized that some people will move in together as boyfriend and girlfriend 3 years, then between the 50-50. No, that is impossible for me, because most times when guys think about 50-50, they're not thinking about 50-50 for the house chores or other things in the house. It's 50-50 for the bills. So why would I move in with someone that's supposed to be in a relationship with, and then be splitting 50-50 and then carrying 100% of the other things? I'd rather go and look for a housemate or flatmate or roommate, and then share the bills. I know that the roommate, flatmate or housemate is not expecting me to cook, not expecting me to clean. Person is supposed to clean his own side or her own side. The person is also supposed to cook their own food, and not be expecting me. Maybe we can do like a schedule or timetable. You cook this week, I cook this, but at least the person is not expecting me to 100% cook all the time or 100% clean. So why would I want to do that and then think that's a relationship? I don't know. The people that do it, I don't know what their thought process is. You move in together and then you do the 50-50 for bills alone, because most guys, when they think about the 50-50, it's 50-50 for bills. It's usually not about other things. So the lady that was saying, why will women not be smart enough to do 50-50 with their partner so that they can save money and the rest? It's not just about the money, it's the other things that their partner will expect, and they will not do 50-50. Now, if their partner is doing 50-50 with the bills and 50-50 with other things in the house, I don't think a lot of people complain, because that's normal. That's what's supposed to be logical, but then again, some people are not logical. Now, I was mentioned that some men will go 50-50 with the girlfriend, and after saving, they will go 100% with the girl that they truly like. And I really think that that is a good point, because men that like their women would not want the women to pay anything. They are always ready to do everything just to treat them better than they think the other guy would treat them, so that they would not leave them. So if a guy is always doing 50-50 for everything, then I don't know if that person actually likes that woman. And then I don't understand, how can you ask someone to date and then expect the person to pay 50%? I don't believe in that thing. I think it's ridiculous. I'd rather stay in my house and buy something, or take myself on a date. Why would I go out with you and you tell me to pay half of the bill? It doesn't make sense. I can't even imagine it. And some women are doing that. Good luck to them, because it can never be me. Honestly, can never be me. If someone ever tells me that, immediately I pay. I'm never speaking to that person again. Blocked from every corner, because that is ridiculous. And then someone was talking about finances as a married couple, and how 50-50 might not work if they are earning different amount of income. And honestly, I saw reasoning in what she was saying, because it's going to be a lot of issues if the person that is earning less has to bring the same amount that the person that is earning more. Now, I believe in the fact that, okay, there should be a joint account where they pool resources together and then use it to pay for things. Like someone mentioned that the man can pay for the bigger bills and the woman can pay for the smaller bills, and also taking care of the house. And that's what I keep on saying, that I don't believe in 50-50, but I believe also in contributing to the house, especially as I don't believe in being a full-time stay-at-home mom. So definitely I am going to contribute other things financially and otherwise. But the whole we're sharing everything into two, it's not possible. I don't believe in that. But I believe that a woman should also help, because this economy is not smiling in any country. So it's not a case of, oh, he should do 100%. If he can't do 100%, fine by me. But if he can't, he should do a larger amount. Then I would do the smaller amount and just try and balance it. So that is my own thought about 50-50. I don't know what you guys think about the whole 50-50 conversation. And the thought that some men use 50-50 to save money for them to take the lady that they actually like, or for them to afford the lady that they actually like and spoil her. Do you think it's a good financial strategy to split bills with your partner? Or do you believe that the man should pay 100% for everything in the house or in the relationship? I would love to hear your thoughts, so please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.